Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola Moto G56, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick look at the device and also its specifications. So let's just get straight into this. We do have two seals to cut through. One and two. Okay. Oh no, this is a Motorola that doesn't have a nice sense to it. Okay. So right off the bat we have our phone already with the case put onto the phone. Something that Motorola sometimes does. Let's peel that thing off. Boot up the phone, and below we have our Type-C to Type-A charging cable, paperwork, and well, that's it. That's literally it. Okay. So, taking a look at the display right here, which we can see right out of the box, we have a 6.7-inch display with a 1080 by 2400 resolution. It is an LCD IPS at 120 Hz refresh rate with 86% screen to body ratio, just below 400 pixels per inch, covered with a Corner Gorilla Glass 7i. In general, the display right here is actually okay. The only shame here is that it's not running a AMOLED or OLED display. But isn't that it's a decent display. Now, moving on into the internals, we do have a 5200 mAh battery, either starting from 4 gigs of RAM all the way up to 12 gigs of RAM, storage options with 128 gigabytes of storage up to half a terabyte, and Dimensity 7060 processor in here, along with let me see, internally, along with a 30-watt charging speed, which obviously there is no charger. Now, in terms of the cameras, at the back we have what looks to be like a single camera setup. Now, I know you're looking at this, you're thinking, but there are three. Now, this is definitely a fake. Like, I don't need to even check this. I know that this is a fake the way it looks like. This could be a camera, but let's check it out on specs. So we have 15 megapixel 1.8 aperture, 25mm wide lens, and that will be definitely this one, as it's the biggest one anyway. And then apparently we have an 8 megapixel ultra wide, so that actually is a real camera in this case. So yeah. Now at the front we have a 32 megapixel selfie wide, and with the back cameras you can record videos up to 1080p at 30 frames per second. With the selfie it doesn't really specify, so I presume it's 1080p 30. Okay, now last thing, the Android on this device is the Android 15, which I believe right now is the newest one, so that's good. Doesn't really specify anything about the upcoming, like how many years of support it will have, so I presume it's the standard like 2 or 3 years that we normally have. And other than that, there's not much more to say about this device. It's just a Motorola, and that's about it. Last thing that I will mention is the price, and that's where this kind of phone just really becomes very questionable as a choice to pick up. So it comes at roughly 250 euros. Now, the reason this becomes very questionable to pick is because some crazy bastard called Nothing, that's the brand at least, decided to make the CMF phones. Now they made a second one, and the reason this phone is just kind of not worth it is because the CMF phone exists, and literally up to almost flagships there is nothing worth your money other than CMF phone. It's just that simple. The package that they offer for the money is absolutely insane. It's questionable if they're even making profit. I presume they are, but if they are making profit, then that means that every other company is just absolutely shafting you dry up from behind. So this, compared to the CMF phone, is not worth 250 bucks. And just to give you a comparison, what we're dealing here with. So CMF Phone 2 Pro. We'll have a better cameras, as we have double 50 megapixel sensors wide and telephoto with 8 megapixel ultra wide, which record up to 4K 30 frames and the slow motion up to 120 at 1080p. This one doesn't support that, and it caps at 1080p. What was it, 60? No, yeah, it was 60. But obviously CMM phone can do 4K. 16 megapixel selfie with 1080p 30. We have 8 gigabytes of RAM with up to 256 gigabytes of storage with expandable storage. So that's nice. 3 years of upgrades from Android 15. Dimensity 7300 Pro, a faster processor for the same price, by the way. 5000 mAh battery with 33 watts of charging speed. Faster charging speed, about the same battery. And display will be the standout feature right here, being the AMOLED display, 120 Hz refresh rate, 2160 Hz pull rate for your touch like inputs, HDR10 Plus, which means it's certified, and a peak brightness of whopping 3000 nits. With a pixel density of 388, so about the same, and the same resolution. But the display still is heaps ahead of what we have right here. So just because it has the same resolution, it's not going to be the same experience if you don't know much about it. So believe me when I tell you, AMOLED display right here that CMF phone comes with is just great. This doesn't compare at all. The processor, literally almost everything here is worse. So if you're gonna spend the same amount of money, wouldn't you like to have something that is faster, better? Because I sure would. So that's why I'm recommending that instead of this. Now, with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola Moto G56, and today I will show you how you can go through the setup process of this phone. So, to get started, you will want to select your desired language from the list right here. Click on the one that you want to use and select Start. Next, you can set up your device using another phone if you have an old one, as long as it, I believe, has a Google account signed in on it, but I'm not going to utilize this. I'm just going to go through the setup normally. So next we have a Wi-Fi connection. You can connect to your network if you want to. If you don't, you can skip this. Next, you can insert a SIM card, which again, you can skip that as well. Now, if you try to skip both of those, SIM card and Wi-Fi, you will be setting up your device without any kind of network connection. And because of that, it gives you this information right here that basically you're going to be setting it up offline. And with that comes things like you're not going to be able to log into your Google account, restore apps and data, get software updates, and have the date and time be set automatically. Now, this is only throughout the setup process, and afterwards it doesn't really matter, as you can just go into the settings, connect to Wi-Fi, insert a SIM card at any point, and it just works. Next, we have privacy and security. You can go over this. These are, I believe, from Motorola. I can disable some of them and click on accept and continue. And because I didn't connect to any kind of network, it gives me this date and time, so I can fix it up if it's incorrect, but it actually is correctly set. So I'm just going to go to the next page, which allows me then to select a screen lock. By default, it opts into a 4-digit PIN, but I can click right here on this blue text, screen lock options, right? Or whatever it said there, or security options. And we have things like pattern, PIN, and password. So you can choose whichever one you want. And obviously you also don't need to protect your device at all if you don't want to, but I wouldn't actually recommend doing so. It's your device which contains your personal information, your personal data. If you ever lose it, you might not want to have someone, you wouldn't want someone to have easy access to it. This is at work, so it doesn't really matter. Now, because I didn't select any kind of screen lock, it also didn't give me the option to add fingerprint or face recognition as a means of unlocking the device. If you add screen lock, it, I believe, goes through those as well, so it allows you to choose one or both of them as well. Next, we have Google services like location, scanning, and sending user and diagnostic data. You can turn all of those off, but it's Google. Let's be honest, it's not like Google is trustworthy, otherwise there wouldn't be trust like lawsuits based on not being very reliable in what they are claiming they're not doing or things like that. So I would look at this more like you politely asking Google to maybe not send your data to them as a diagnostic bullshit, and Google just kind of looking at you, laughing in your face, and doing this. So that's kind of how I see it. I could be completely wrong, but again, they're in lawsuits, so I doubt I am. Anyway, next we have Stay in Touch. This is from Motorola. It's basically them trying to send you spam. I'm gonna select no, not now. And again, they want to do it again. So again, I'm gonna select not now. And they're gonna be very persistent and try to do it again. And again, I'm gonna select not now. And again, they're doing it for the 4th time. It's like, fuck off. Motorola, once is enough. Get the hint. Next, we have a live lock screen. This is again something that you most likely want to turn off. It gives you a pretty good kind of example of what this garbage is, which is just generally a bunch of random wallpapers that will be visible on your lock screen. Every time you press the power button to wake up your screen and it's on lock screen, it's going to give you different wallpaper. And you can also see these are not just kind of like random. This is what you're gonna be seeing. Things like vegetables, random beach, a brick wall, maybe maid cleaning, or some other things. So you most likely want to turn that off. I'm gonna actually keep it on just so I can show you at the end of the video what kind of randomness you can expect if it won't require internet to actually work. Next we have navigation style. So here we have buttons and gestures, so choose whichever one you want. I like gestures myself, so that's what I will be selecting. Next, theme, light, dark, or both. Again, choose whichever one you like. If you tap on one of them, it automatically switches to that mode, so you can see how it will affect the device. Next, we have parental control. Again, completely up to you. Set it up or not. If you want to set it up, click right here. If you don't, just skip it. And we're basically done. So let's click finish. Let's swipe up, and there we go. There's our home screen. Now let's see if we need internet connection for these amazing wallpapers. It looks like we do, unfortunately. So anyway, with that being said, hope you found this very helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore backup and how to transfer data on the Motorola Moto G56. Okay, so let's begin. As a first method, I'm going to show you how to transfer data from your old device into your Motorola, and as a second method, I will show you how to restore backup from the Google one. So, in here, select your language, then click on Next, and already we have the first thing that we want, and it's set up using another device. Let's select the Android device in my case. And now we need to scan this QR code using our second device. So I need to scan this code. Just give me a second. I need to first unlock my phone. And as you can see already, the information appeared on my phone to set up the device. We can click it right in here. But if it won't appear on your phone, simply open up your camera app. Open up the Google Lens or your QR code scanner and simply scan this QR code. Then click on Setup. And now it should be okay. Now again we need to scan the code. Okay, now I need to enter the password to confirm. Okay, now as you can see, the phone is connecting to the Wi-Fi automatically. Okay. Now we have the privacy and security settings. Let's click on more and accept. Okay, getting information about the phone, so let's simply wait. Okay, checking information about the phone. Alright, now we need to verify using our pattern. So simply draw the pattern that you had on your previous phone. Okay, now we have getting account info. If you don't have the SIM card inserted or your eSIM enabled, you can click on skip, just like me. And now if you want, you can set a PIN for your new device, but I'm also going to skip it. I'm sorry if it's too bright for you, but I cannot adjust the brightness during the setup process. And now we have option to copy data from our Android device. We want to click on next. On our second device, we can see that we need to continue the setup on our Motorola. So let's wait until this loading screen is finished. Alright, so we are now after the loading screen, and now the phone wants us to connect both devices to each other using the cable. If you don't have a cable that fits just like me, you can click right in here that cable doesn't fit and click on copy without cable. Alright, now I need to confirm with the lock screen. So click on next. And now I need to type the same lock screen that I had on my previous device. So that's what I'm going to do. Then click on confirm. And now we have option to choose what we want to restore. I know it's really bright, but unfortunately I cannot change the brightness. So in here we can restore apps, contacts, SMS messages, device settings, and the call history. In here, simply select what you want to copy and what you want to restore. For example, when it comes to the apps, you don't need to copy all of them, all 81, but simply you can click on them, and in here you can manually select which apps you want or don't want to copy. In my case, I don't want any of my apps to be copied, so I'm gonna unselect that, and then I'm gonna click on restore. And now the process has started, as you can see. Now we have the Google services. We want to click in here on accept. In here we're gonna turn on the backup. It is pretty useful feature. And now we have option to select the default browser. So click on next. In my case, I'm gonna select the Google Chrome as my default search engine, and the Google Chrome as my default browser, and the Google as my search engine. Click on set as default. In here, click on continue. And now we have feature to let nearby contacts find and share with us. You can click on agree. It's completely up to you. Now we have the Gemini, which is the AI assistant. I'm gonna click on turn on in here. Now we have the Google Pay. In here, I'm gonna click on skip. In here, click on OK. Okay, again, we have the loading screen, so we need to wait. So I'll see you once it's finished. Okay, I'm back, and now we have Motorola Stay in Touch. This feature, if you want, you can click on allow for notifications, but in my case, I'm gonna click on Note Now. In here, if you want, you can sign up, but in my case, I'm gonna click on Not Now. In here, you can enable to use a live lock screen if you want. I'm gonna leave it. Now, select your navigation style. It can be buttons or the gestures. I'm I'm gonna select the buttons, click on next. Now select your theme. I'm gonna leave the light one, then click on next. And I'm gonna skip the parental controls, click on finish. And now we are ready to use our device. In here I'm gonna click on skip. And now we are ready to use our new Motorola. Alright, so that was the first method, and now let me show you how to restore backup from the Google one. Okay, so as you can see, again we are doing the setup process, but now when we have option to set up using another device, we need to click on skip. Now we need to connect to the Wi-Fi manually. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Let me type the password, give me a second. Then click on connect. Okay. Now scroll down and click on accept. Now again we have a process running. So I'll see you once it's finished, because it might take a little bit. Alright, and now we have really important thing. We have option to sign in into our Google account, and now we need to log in into the same account on which we made the backup before. Also, if you don't know how to create a backup on this Motorola, on our channel there is a video and I'm showing you the whole process, so if you want you can look for it. So now simply type the exact same mail on which we made the backup earlier. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, now click on next, and now we need to type our password. Then click on next. Now click next. Click on agree. Okay, now we have getting account info. In here I'm gonna click on skip, just like in the previous method. I'm also going to skip a pin. You can always set it up later in the settings. Now click on next when you have copy apps and data. And that's the thing that we wanted to achieve, restore data from another device. So in here we have a list of backup that we made on our account. In here, as you can see, I have the backup from this Motorola, so I'm gonna select it. Then I'm gonna click on next. Now I need to confirm using the lock screen that I had before. And now we need to choose what we want to restore. And that's basically the same list that was before when we were copying apps from the second device. I'm gonna copy everything instead of the apps. Then I'm gonna click on restore. Again, we have the Google services. I suggest you should only click on accept. I'm gonna turn on the backup because it's a useful feature. Now, setting up the default browser, again, in my case, Google Chrome. Click on set as default and Google as my search engine. Click on continue. And here I'm gonna click on that I agree. When it comes to the Gemini, I'm also gonna turn on the Hey Google option. I don't want to activate it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it off actually. In here, I'm gonna click on skip. In here, click on OK. And now we need to wait again until the loading screen is done. Okay, now again we have that Motorola stuff. I'm gonna click on not now. I don't want any notifications to come in here also. I don't want to sign into anything. I'm gonna leave the live lock screen. click on next. I'm gonna leave the buttons as my navigation style. I'm gonna select the light theme, then click on next. I don't want any parental controls, so I'm gonna click on skip. Now click on finish. Click on go to my home screen. In here, I don't want any of those apps to be installed, so I'm gonna click on skip. And now we are ready to use our device. Also, remember that some of the apps might be installed in the background, just like in here, as you can see. So please don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet, because they are being installed from the Google Play Store and the internet connection is required. So don't disconnect yet, simply wait until everything will be downloaded. And yeah, you're ready to use your device. Alright, so that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Hello, in front of me I have Motorola Moto G56, and in this video I'm going to show you how to reboot this device. Alright, so the process is really easy, and I'm sure that all of you can handle it. So, to reboot this device, first we need to open up the power menu. To do it, simply hold the power button, just like that, and now the power menu has been launched. Now simply tap on the restart button. Now as you can see, the screen went black, and now within a few seconds the phone will be automatically turned on back again and ready to use. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hello and welcome back to HardReset.Info. In this video I will show you how to switch to gestures on Moto G56. Let's begin. First, head to the settings, then scroll down a little until you see a big Gestures tab. Click it, and right on top we have System Navigation. We want to click it once again, and now simply switch from free button navigation to gesture navigation. And as you can see now we can use gestures for navigation on our device. That's all for this video. If you found it helpful, remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
In front of me is Motorola Moto G56, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or off Google Passwords autofill. Begin by opening Settings. Now scroll down to click on Passwords, Passkeys and Accounts. Then hit Open under Google and use the switcher next to Use Autofill with Google to switch it off or on. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got a Motorola Moto G56, and let me share with you how to change the screen timeout on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here in this general list we have to scroll and find display. Then let's scroll down and localize screen timeout option. And as you can see here, we've got some options from which we can choose. At the top we've got relatively short options like 15 or 30 seconds, and at the bottom the longest, which is 30 minutes. So all you have to do is to tap on the option like to use. I'll choose 10 minutes, and after agreeing back you can see that it is immediately notified right here, which means that from now on, after 10 minutes of inactivity, this device will black out. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Moto G56, and let me share with you how to show battery percentage on the status bar in this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here in this list we have to scroll and find the battery. Let's tap. Now we have to scroll down just a little bit, and as you can see, here we've got the battery percentage option. All we can do is to tap on the switcher, and as you can see, your device will immediately display the percentage next to the battery icon. Unfortunately, it is the only way to show the percentage. I mean, we cannot show it, for example, inside the battery icon. So that's the only way. Of course, you can turn this option off just by tapping on the switcher again. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola Moto G56, and today I would like to show you how you can change font size. Begin by going into Devices Settings. Now select the Display section and tap on Display Size and Text. Now operate this slider under Font Size to adjust it, and when you finished, go back. As you can see, after that, size of my font has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola Moto G56, and today I would like to show you how you can change the display refresh rate. Begin by going into Devices Settings. Now tap on Display. Click on Display Refresh Rate and apply any of those options by clicking on the best one for you. When you finished, go back. As you can see, after that, the display refresh rate of my Motorola has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Moto G56, and let me share with you how to clear credentials on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll down to find security and privacy. Then we have to scroll down and enter more security and privacy. Scroll down again to localize the option which is called encryption and credentials. Let's tap. So here in this list we've got the option we're looking for right here, almost at the bottom, clear credentials. Let's tap on it and confirm it with OK. Not only we've got this information, but also this option is inactive, which means that we just successfully removed all saved certificates. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Moto G56, and let me share with you how to check the serial number of this device. So let's start with the fastest way, with the usage of the secret code. We have to open the dialer and enter the code, which is *##06#. And as you can see at the bottom of this pop-out window, we've got the serial number of this device. So this is one way of checking the serial number, and the second one is via the settings. So let's open the settings. Right here we have to scroll down to the very bottom to find About Phone. Here scroll down and go to Device Details. Now let's tap on this model, which is at the top, and as you can see the serial number is on the second position. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Moto G56, and let me share with you how to turn off running apps on this device. All we have to do is to open the recents, and depending on what kind of navigation type you've got set, you can do it differently. If you've got the gestures, swipe your finger from the bottom to the center of your device and hold your finger somewhere here. And if you've got the 3 buttons navigation, simply tap on the button with the square icon. Just tap on it, and here we've got the recents. You can close them one by one manually just by swiping them up, or you can close all of them just by tapping on clear all. Now we can go back, and as you can see there, we've got no recent items, which means that we just successfully closed all background apps. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Motorola Moto G56, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or off adaptive brightness. Begin by going into Devices Settings. Now tap on Display and click on the switcher next to Adaptive Brightness to turn it on or off. If you want to, you can also tap on Adaptive Brightness on the left and manage it from here the same way. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Moto G56, and let me share with you how to reset up preferences on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here in this general list we have to scroll and find the apps. Let's tap. Then let's tap on See All 68 apps. Of course 68 in my case, no worries, you can have a totally different number of the apps. So just tap on it, and now tap on the 3 dots icon in the right upper corner. Now let's tap on Reset Up Preferences, and here your device is informing you what it will actually reset. So among others, disabled app notifications or background data restrictions for apps. What's more, no worries, you won't lose any app data, so simply tap on Reset Apps, and basically this is it. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Moto G56, and let me share with you how to check the IMEI number of this device. So let's start with the fastest way, with the usage of the secret code. So we have to open the dialer, tap on the keypad and enter the code, which is *#06#. And as you can see by this code, we are provided with both IMEI numbers of this device. So let's tap on OK. And now another way through the settings. So let's tap on the settings. Now we have to scroll down to the very bottom to find About Phone. Then let's scroll down and go to Device Details. Scroll down again, and as you can see right here, we've got both IMEI numbers for both SIM slots. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Moto G56, and let me share with you how to reset network preferences on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here in this general list we have to scroll down to find the system. Then let's tap on Reset Options, and here we've got 2 different options connected with the networking. So we've got mobile network settings and Bluetooth and Wi-Fi separately. So let me start with this one. Just tap on the option and tap on Reset Settings. We'll have to confirm everything with the screen lock. Be aware, because you cannot undo this action. Reset Settings, and we've got the information. And of course the same with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Just tap on this option, tap on Reset, and we've got this information, which means that we just successfully reset all network preferences. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In In front of me is Motorola Moto G56, and today I would like to show you where you can locate all typing options. Begin by launching device's settings and scrolling all the way down to hit System. Now select Keyboard, On-Screen Keyboard and Gboard. Following that, click on Text Correction and use all of those options by clicking on the switches next to Chosen Features. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola Moto G56, and today I would like to show you where you can locate all your downloads. Begin by locating an app called Files that's already on your device and tapping on it. If you never used it before, select Continue in the pop-up. Hit Allow in this one and select the Downloads category. As you can see, all my downloaded files are over here. To access one, just click on it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola Moto G56, and today I would like to show you how you can add photos to text message. Begin by launching Messages app and selecting or creating a chat. Now click on this icon of a camera and a photo at the bottom left corner and tap on all of your photos you wish to add. If you can't find them here, select Folders, tap on any photo you wish to add and do exactly the same with all the other ones you need. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola Moto G56, and today I would like to show you how you can resize icons. Begin by holding your device's display. Then when you see this pop-up, hit Home Settings at the bottom right corner. Then tap on Icon Size. Operate this slider to adjust it, and check out Preview at the top. When you finished, go back. As you can see, after that, size of my icons has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Motorola Moto G56, and today I would like to show you how you can rename it. Begin by opening device's settings and scrolling all the way down to click on About Phone. Now choose device name and type in whatever you want to, like Sunny. When you finished, hit OK in the pop-up and OK in the second one, about visibility. So when I do that, as you can see, name of my Motorola has changed. Thanks so much for watching.